Hey, hey, Cancer, intuitive soul coach here with your May 2023 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, Cancer, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. So Cancer, I'm getting a lot of messages for you right away where some of you may be throwing out old items in the home, specifically the kitchen. So you may be upgrading Tupperware, upgrading pans. You may be even getting a new dish set, or you are decluttering, organizing, and that could be in your love life as well, or matters of the heart. So these love readings aren't just for romantic or intimate relationships. It's for family, friends, any situation that pulls at your heartstrings. And I'm feeling this energy of out with the old, in with the new, getting rid of things that were a mental challenge, a struggle, bad habits, patterns, things of that nature. Now, in the recent past, you do have the cinnamon stick here. This is about intense passion. Some of you may have recently started a relationship or started talking to someone in the past. Now, I'm getting long-term growth here as well. Now, whether this is a new situation, you have the star anise here in the background, and that star energy is about healing, positivity, and guidance, or you've recently stirred some sort of spark within your sacral chakra region that is allowing you to open up to others. Even if you are single at this time, this intense passion is a stirring of that flame within, a reigniting here where you're opening yourself up, and it may be the perfect month for you to really focus on those passions, those desires, things that bring you happiness, things that bring you pleasure. Go out on that date. If you have been married or with someone for quite some time, spark it up. Try something new, internally, externally. So I do feel like there is a change, a shift in energy that's going to feel a lot more fulfilling to your relationships. Now, in the present month of May, you have the Tin Cup. This is about fulfilling work, and I'm getting Ace of Emotions, Ace of Cups type of energy here, where this is about you filling your cup with sweet things. You see the berries right next door. And I feel like you're adding more sweetness to your world. You're adding more joy, more positivity in matters of the heart, because there could have been a separation. There could have been a difficult argument or miscommunication between you and a loved one, whether it was you and a child, you and a sibling, you and a parent, co-worker, friend, or a partner or spouse that you live with as well. I'm sensing that May, especially for those of you Cancerians who are looking for an upcoming vacation, some time off, or just to spend together, because in the near future, you do have the camping card, and this is about a much needed escape, whether it's an escape from reality, escape from responsibilities. I'm also getting some of you may have children that are going and staying with a family member or a relative, so you can take a little bit of a honeymoon, or just take some time to maybe go out with your guy friends, your girlfriends, just have a little bit of you time as well. Now, for others of you, I feel like you have been really grinding when it comes to responsibilities. You've been possibly raising the kids, and you've been doing the cooking, the cleaning, the working, the maintenance, the organizing. There's a lot that you've been doing here, Cancer, and I do sense that May is going to bring in more fun, more memories, more spontaneity as well, and that could be something that you really benefit from in the month of May. Spontaneous acts of adventure, of kindness, of love, whatever that may be for you. Now let's dive into your energy and see what is the heart of the matter for the month of May. Fluctuation, Two of Discs. It's balancing that work and play life out, just as we were talking about. So taking a look and seeing where you can release or hand off some of those responsibilities. What can you do to bring more pleasure and more balance into your world? I'm also getting some of you may have been stressed out about finances or money, and that may have been a block when it comes to love. But for others of you as well, this could be struggles within the home, or wanting to upgrade, wanting to shift the space, the energy, do things that don't cost a lot of money. So there could be a project at home that you're doing. I'm getting some DIYs, right? Do it yourself activities that may not cost a lot of money, but I'm also sensing education or knowledge coming to you that may not be, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get some sort of advice or solution here or resolution. Balancing out your worlds at this time to invite more play and pleasure into your environment is what I sense here. Let's take a look at the challenge. I feel like the challenge is that 10 of Wands, you carrying a lot of responsibilities and burdens. Some of you it could be pain, but I'm not sensing that. Let's take a look at the challenge. 9 of Discs. Yeah, you're independent. This is 9 of Pentacles. This is you focusing on your gains, right? Focusing on your security, your self-sufficiency, individual achievements. Even if you are in a relationship, you may still be just focused on other responsibilities that doesn't always come down to love. But if you're wanting to reignite this spark, with this cinnamon stick here, it's important to sprinkle some of that cinnamon wherever you are at in your world, wherever you want to add a little more flavor, sprinkle that cinnamon. So if this is a relationship with a spouse or a lover, there's that sprinkle, right? Sprinkle something that you both can enjoy together. Sprinkle that cinnamon towards a hobby or a goal, or maybe in the bedroom, or within your own home as well. So I'm just getting here working together to create something more beautiful. And you may have at times this individual, I can do this myself, or I'm happy by myself. And yes, that may certainly be the case, but if you're wanting to open up to a fulfilling relationship, I do feel like it's available to you, but you may just be in that flow of, getting stuff done, gain. Now, the challenge of the 9 of Pentacles is loneliness, emptiness, being single, maybe not following through as well. I am sensing that some of you have backed out of a date, backed out of a family gathering, a reunion, or maybe you've had friends call you up and say, hey, Cancer, let's go out to dinner, or let's go dancing or singing or wherever. And you said, no, I'm just going to stay at home with my cats and watch Netflix, right? Or whatever this is here. If you want this in your world, then you have to take one step closer to that here instead of wanting it, but then when it's being offered, there's a rejection type of energy here. So balance that out, being able to have work and play showing up here for you. But then the second portion is saying yes. Okay. Now, some of you may be saying, well, Melissa, it's easier said than done when you have people that are inviting you to do those things. Now you can, if you are watching this video, you have access to the internet. And I was reading someplace the other day that 20% of people do not have internet access. So if you are fortunate enough to be able to be watching this, then you have access to the internet, and there's so many groups, communities, discoveries that you can find on the internet, whether it has to do with in-person get-togethers in your area, whether it's a new workshop, a new seminar, it could be joining a gym. It could be an online dating site, anything that, it could even be if you want to reach out to a family member, maybe you reach out to them on a platform online. So I feel like there's other ways to connect here for you as well. But some of you may just be wanting to disconnect from the world in general. Nothing wrong with that. But camping. This is that grounding energy, you getting in touch with beautiful Mother Earth and grounding your feet into nature is going to help you feel revitalized here, especially in the month of May into June as well. I do see a lot more adventures. If you are wanting to take a family trip, or spend more time maybe in the great outdoors, or spend time with family, I certainly see that being an option here for you. Now let's take a look at the foundation, Cancer. What is below you? All right, we have, this is interesting. They're actually giving me 2 singers. Now, typically, I don't receive, actors or actresses' names, things like that. Yes, but this could be, or it could be songs, but typically I don't see the artist. They're showing me 2 here. They're showing me Madonna as well as Dolly Parton. So Madonna, Dolly Parton. Now, some of you, maybe you've just watched a show, or you've listened to a song with one of those two, or maybe that could be a name of someone, Dolly or Madonna. I mean, please take that as it resonates. But I'm feeling that energy, and maybe it's that freedom of the voice. There could be something with communicating, throat chakra, or you've just, again, listened to one of their songs. Please take that as it resonates. Now, you do have the Five of Swords showing up here in your foundation. So you may have felt defeat when it comes to love at times, or you felt like you've drawn the short end of the stick, is what I just heard, where you maybe chose to fight and fight and fight for something, but it just didn't feel good fighting for it because perhaps you were the only one fighting. Or this could also be winning at all costs, or walking away, putting down your swords here because you just felt defeated. And some of you chose to do that in the past. You chose to give someone a second chance, fifth chance, 10th chance, but it just didn't feel good. For others of you, you chose to just walk away from a situation. I feel like you've learned and you've grown from whatever this was. And I'm actually going to pull a card here to clarify the Five of Swords, because I feel like you're in a better state of mind, or you're in a better energy, because remember, this is in your foundation. And we did talk about that 10 of Wands showing up for you. Let's take a look and clarify. King of Cups. Yeah, you're in a better position because you've emotionally matured. I feel like you've learned a lesson here. And if you were with or are with someone currently that it just was kind of felt cutthroat, that the both of you just were at each other, someone had to always have the last word. Whether you're with this person or not, I do feel like there's somewhat of balance, or somewhat of a discovery of why this situation took place in the first place. Let's take a look at the past, Cancer. What is showing up in the position of the past? We do have regret. Someone does regret the way that maybe they treated you or handled a situation. It may have been less than ideal. There's the 5 and the 5. That equals that 10 of Wands. Even though this is the 5 of Cups and this is the 5 of Swords, I'm still feeling that double 5 energy here. And 5s can be about change, uncertainty. It can be about obstacles. And I certainly feel with the 5 of Cups in the past, this is about disappointment, betrayal, regret, self-pity, needing to forgive, feeling bitter. But it is also about you not staying in this energy for too long. And that's why you have this intense passion here. There could have, oh goodness. Okay. Some of you regret a very passionate night with someone that I feel was unavailable. Whether it is emotionally unavailable, some of you, this could have been a night with the ex. It could have been, where you went out, maybe had too many drinks, or it could be that someone was unavailable because they were maybe in a relationship themselves. Or for others of you, this could be a family member or someone close to you that said something that really hurt you and they regret saying it, right? They regret it, but they can't take it back, but they're trying not to focus just on the words or the hurt or the pain. They're trying to focus on finding a solution or coming together, or you seeing it from their side. And that doesn't always help. As much as someone wants you to see it from their angle, unless you put yourself in their shoes or you've been there before, it's difficult to do. But I am getting here some sort of regret. So let's take a look and see what's coming in. What are you manifesting? What's the potential here? There could even be an apology as well, or you may be thinking of how to balance out this situation as well. Let's take a look here and see what is showing up above you. What's above you here, Cancer? The Lady, the Empress. This is about you nurturing a situation. Some of you, oh goodness. Okay, for some of you, if there was a wild, passionate romp in the past here, and you are not looking to get pregnant, you may want to reevaluate the situation here, because some of you are manifesting, or it could be that you do get pregnant, or you are currently. For others of you, I feel like this is just putting nurturing love into yourself, filling your own cup here and filling your cup so that you can create a healthy sense of interdependence here, where you can bring a relationship together. And when the both of you are able to come together based on an independent nature, it drops that codependency, which a lot of people get stuck in that cycle. So I really like the lady showing up for you, because this Empress, she is creative, she's a goddess, she's maternal, and she's nurturing, and she's going to grow whatever she puts her time and energy towards. So whatever Cancer you are deciding to grow, whatever seeds that you have planted here, I feel like there is this energy of fulfillment. There's also a choice here. I'm getting a choice for some of you. You may choose to make amends with someone who's hurt you. Now, it doesn't mean that you're coming back together. This could be maybe an ex-husband or ex-wife or ex-partner that you have children with, but you have to find a way to bring balance because of your children. There's just something here I'm sensing you're finding balance over. Let's take a look at what's showing up in the near future. Ace of Swords, there it is, clarity. This is all about using that intellect, being reasonable, logical, not letting the heart get in the way of making some decisions. Because yes, you may be in pain, right? Let's say there was a struggle, someone hurt you very bad in a relationship, and maybe you have children with this person, but you're using that reasoning, that intellect of the beautiful Ace of Swords to find a solution, instead of letting the emotion piece come in and say, well, I'm mad at you, I'm not going to let you see, your child, or, for others of you, it can be someone wanting to hurt you through a third party, whether that is children or that is trying to do something to make you jealous. Now, I feel like those games are over with. Now, this could also be finding a solution to whatever, again, regret this was in the past, whatever disappointments are, because the Ace of Swords here is a very powerful card about clarity, right? It is about clearing up communication, especially situations that have hurt you. If someone had a sharp tongue or they said something that caused regret or pain, I feel that sometimes that ego comes in, and even though this person may know that they hurt you or they did you wrong, they may still be too much in that pain or that ego to apologize. Okay. Or hopefully they do set it aside and say, I did do that. It wasn't okay. I'm getting here someone stepping up, taking responsibility for an action. Okay. Also, if there was someone that got someone else pregnant, I'm getting here they're stepping up and taking responsibility in the best way that they can. Okay, please take that as it resonates. This is kind of deep here. It's a little bit of a complex reading, so some of you Cancerians, this may or may not resonate. If this isn't your reading, that's okay as well. For others of you, this is healing even a mother dynamic. You may be calling in this energy to heal between you and your mom, because there may be a lot of regrets. There may be a lot of pain, but I feel like someone wanted to disconnect because they felt like it was more of a gain to disconnect from this energy, but they're realizing now that no matter how much you tried to get through possibly to this mother energy or mothering energy, you just felt defeated. And that may be why you had to walk away, or you've decided to disconnect. But I am sensing here, yeah, there it is, that 10 of Swords. It's not the 10 of Wands, but it is about cutting out something from your world. Now, some of you felt cut out. You may have even been the mother here, and you may have had a child that felt like they cut you out, or someone cut a child out of your life. Again, very complex reading here, Cancer, but I am sensing that you're wanting to end this cycle so you can move towards this fulfilling work. And that's why you have this much needed escape. You want to get yourself out of a situation that is less than ideal to fill your cup back up here. And through healing, through forgiveness, through some maybe shadow work, I feel like there's an opportunity for maturity and growth, but you're ready to end something, to find a resolution for once and for all. Now, Cancer, let's take a look and see what's going on in your environment. What's going on in the world around you? You have nostalgia, 6 of Cups. Yep. This can be energies from the past showing up. Now, again, it doesn't have to be what everyone says, an ex from the past coming in and wanting a second chance. It certainly can be. And that may be that regret that we talked about. For others of you, I feel like you're just thinking of the good old days when things weren't as difficult or challenging, possibly even between you and this person. You may be having memories. If this is your mother and you have really struggled, maybe she had addictions, maybe she had borderline personality disorder, narcissism, whatever it was that you had. I mean, this doesn't have to be a mother. It could be a relationship, a partner. It could even be a family member or a friend who's hurt you or stabbed you in the back, but you're thinking on the good memories with this person, I feel, and the good and the bad as well. Good, bad, and ugly, right? For better or for worse. And I feel like you're looking at this situation, but seeing it from all different angles, not just the loss, but the gain as well. So there's this balance that you are creating, and you're seeing the role that this person may have played in your world. So a little bit of a blast from the past coming in. After all, Mercury is going retrograde really soon. Depending on when you're watching this, we're probably knee deep in it at that time. But I am feeling that energy is about reevaluating some choices that you've made in the past. And what I always say is I never have any regrets. I always like to look at these things as growth opportunities. So if people ever say, oh, Melissa, do you have any regrets? Sure, there are things that, it would have worked out differently or better if I'd made a different decision, but that's how we grow. That's how we learn and evolve. So I don't necessarily believe in regrets. All right, let's take a look, Cancer, at your hopes and fears. What are your hopes and what are your fears? Okay, some of you need to hear that you are a great parent or that you are doing the best you can parenting. Pat yourself on the back, because some of you feel like a failure. Some of you are regretting hurting a child or saying something, yelling, something of that nature. Or there may have been an interaction between you and a partner that maybe a child heard or seen or was aware of, and there may be some regrets in that. Please take that as it resonates. Again, very deep, complex reading. I feel like a lot of them have been for the month of May, but it doesn't surprise me with these shifts that are coming in. It's all about realigning that heart chakra, and sometimes things can feel a little bit hairy, a little bit sticky, messy, difficult. So what is it that you are wanting? What's the hope? To move forward, to not feel stuck. And that's the fear, is feeling stuck in this energy. I feel like there's growth, whether you are ready for it or not. It's like, ready or not, here I come. I'm almost getting this game of hide and seek, right? You go count to 10, you go hide, and there's this energy of when this 10 is, when you call out that number, whether that person is ready or not, it's coming out of the shadow, right? Coming out of the woodwork. So I do feel like there's this situation of ready or not. There's some sort of movement here, and it's being divinely guided as well with this Chariot. And this is you being able to embrace your beautiful power, Cancer, for you to feel empowered, for you to heal some of that root chakra, whatever's happened between maybe the ages of 0 and 7, what happened as a child, your soul tribe, your family dynamics, things of that nature you want to move on from. Now let's take a look at the final outcome. What is the final outcome in matters of the heart for Cancer? May 2023, please. All right, final outcome, Cancerian energy here. The Lord, there's the Emperor. There is your counterpart. Here you are, the lady. Here is the Lord. So some of you are manifesting, or you already have, or you're about to meet someone who is going to be very pivotal on your journey. This is a divine counterpart here. The Empress and the Emperor are a power source, right? They have the spiritual awareness, the emotional levels of depth, right? They can create the pinnacle, the physical, the home life that they want. They can use the swords to communicate effectively. They can really grow their empire together. The Emperor, whether he wants to believe it or not, which he does, he knows that he needs his lady. The Lord needs his lady, and the lady is that soft feminine, right? And that Lord is that action go-getter. So whether this is you bringing in a soulmate, a soul contract, a new partnership, or you're already in one, or this can be you, my beautiful Cancerians, mastering the balance between masculine and feminine energy within your own self. We all have masculine and feminine energy, but sometimes we veer to one or the other depending on the experience that we chose to have here on earth. And I feel like you're balancing up, taking action, but being open as well. And you're finding that things really start to manifest and take shape for you when you blend those energies. So I'm really liking this outcome. You're building upon a new sense of stability for yourself, and there is a move that you're going to make that's going to feel empowered. It's going to empower you in a very, very beautiful way. I want to take a look and just clarify that Lord energy, the Emperor. What do we have? Some of you may even be attracting an Aries into your world, or a fire sign. Let's take a look here. A Knight of Wands. There's that fiery energy. I love it. So yes, this is you guys jumping through hoops, basically, but I feel that it's an exciting, passionate type of hoop. You've gone through some struggles and challenges. Now use those struggles and challenges to propel you into this new paradigm shift, into this new frequency, this new energy of opening yourself up to that highest, form of love here on earth, right? Remembering that you are love, you come from love, and you're made of love. Really beautiful. Let's take a look at a message from the soul truth and see what may be holding you back at this time. Let's take a look at some of those fears or limitations. All right. Ooh, here's that energy of forgiveness once again. Who am I ready to forgive? I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. That's a quote by Carl Jung. Is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become? And how is this resistance holding you from your soul, what your soul wants? Today's soul action: write a forgiveness letter, then practice a prayer today while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive, whether it's you, your mother, a child, a sibling, a friend, maybe it's even you. Some of you I'm getting also, because I'm getting this vibe of spirituality, this intense passion. There could have been a little bit of a Kundalini awakening, or some of you may be dealing with or studying, researching more about a Kundalini awakening, because I'm getting that strong snake energy as well of shedding the old skin. Now, for others of you, yes, there is forgiveness here towards a family member. It doesn't just have to be feminine energy. It can be father, can be masculine. You have both of them showing up here in your reading. So I want you to forgive the best way that you can, because forgiveness is for ourselves. Most importantly, it's to free ourselves from holding ourselves hostage or attached to a situation that pained us. That's all that is, right? So it doesn't mean that, it's okay for someone to hurt you, not at all, but it means you're releasing that imprisonment, that fear. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you, right? We can say that to ourselves. We can say that, to a situation that's happened, especially for those of you that were in some sort of power play or struggle with someone who was suffering from a mental disorder or challenge. Okay, who am I ready to forgive? And what else do we have? Let's get a message from the wisdom of the oracle here for Cancer. I apologize if I called you Gemini. I may have. I feel like that's been happening with a lot of readings, and it's because we are coming into this energy of alignment and, one source, remembering that we come from this one source. And a lot of these readings, you may realize at times that there are, no such thing as slips, right? But if another sign is put out in your reading, you may have that placement in a different area of your chart. You may be dealing with that person, or you're just embodying the traits as well. So please take it as a sign or a symbol of synchronicity. I've had people in the comments say, you totally just said Libra. This is not my reading, right? Please take it as it resonates. If that bothers you that much, then maybe the next reading will be better for you. But we have here exchanging gifts. So there's this flow of reciprocity. It's also you opening up your heart. There's that receptive energy as well. Now, some of you may be 27 or you have a birthday on the 27th. I do feel here for you that, I mean, you're getting ready to celebrate maybe even a birthday, Cancer, in the coming months. This is about the law of giving and receiving. It's about currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. And the relationship message is this. Love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. That is that masculine, feminine, emperor, empress energy that we just talked about as well. Now, for some of you, be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it and then realize that you don't always want to pay the hefty price tag that comes with it. Okay, so there may be a situation that you've always desired, right? We have that passion. It may be a situation that you've always desired, but know that you'll have to walk away because of whatever that regret or that tied up energy. If someone's not available, maybe you've always wanted this person but they're not available, and then you realize when you get it, well, I really don't want someone that's unavailable, but I really wanted that person, right? So I do feel that for some of you, this is about you really truly getting honest on all levels what you want to manifest. Not only can you handle what's going on, right? Because being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result from it. So yeah, even though you have some challenges and struggles that you've dealt with in the deep past and the recent past, it's actually allowing you to be able to give and receive openly. That's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to hit that share, comment, subscribe, and notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Cancer, for being here. Lots of love.